You are tuned in to the 5-Minute Signal. I am Aris Sterling, performance research expert. This is not a health podcast. This is your maintenance manual for the body. We don't do hope here, we do reality. Season 2, Episode 1. Welcome back. Before we begin, let's be clear. Everything we discuss on this show is backed by hard clinical data and verified research. This is not opinion, this is not fiction. The sources are in the notes for you to audit. 5 minutes on the clock. Let's get to work. The data for 2026 is already surfacing, and it confirms what most of you feel every single day. Recent workforce surveys show that over 68% of knowledge workers experience what researchers call a cognitive brownout between the hours of 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. This isn't just a collective lack of motivation or a need for a vacation. It is a biological phenomenon that has become the standard tax on the modern human. We are seeing a massive spike in the sales of secondary energy stimulants and glucose-heavy snacks during this window. People are trying to buy their way out of a slump that they actually engineered 3 hours earlier. This trend is a clear signal that the average person is fundamentally mismanaging their internal energy economy. You aren't tired because it's afternoon. You are tired because your body is overcharging you for the energy you're trying to use. Why this matters is simple. Energy is your primary currency. If you are bankrupt by 3 p.m., you aren't just losing 2 hours of work. You are losing the ability to be present for your family, the discipline to hit the gym, and the cognitive clarity to make high-level decisions. This slump is actually a sign of metabolic inflexibility. In a high-performance system, the body should be able to switch between fuel sources seamlessly. When you hit that wall, it means your system has stopped being a generator and has started acting like a faulty battery that can't hold a charge. This isn't about getting older. It's about a total breakdown in how you manage your hardware throughout the day. If you keep paying this 3 p.m. tax, you are accelerating your biological aging by placing unnecessary stress on your nervous system every single day. Here is the hard truth. That 3 p.m. slump is a direct result of the choices you made at 8 a.m. and noon. You have been lied to by a culture that tells you caffeine is a fuel. It isn't. Caffeine is a high-interest loan. It masks the signal of fatigue without actually paying the debt. When that loan comes due in the afternoon, the interest rate is astronomical. Most people spend their lunch break digging a biological hole they can't climb out of. They eat for short-term dopamine rather than long-term output. The hard truth is that your afternoon fatigue is a self-inflicted wound. Your body is highly efficient. It will not give you energy if it's too busy processing a massive influx of refined carbohydrates or managing a spike in cortisol because you've been staring at a blue light screen for 6 hours straight without a break. You are treating your body like a garbage disposal and expecting it to run like a jet engine. We stop the drain today. Here are your 3 actionable moves to eliminate the 3 p.m. tax. First, implement glycemic guardrails at lunch. The 3 p.m. tax is often just the crash after a midday glucose spike. To fix this, you do not need a restrictive diet. You need a sequence. Always eat your fiber and protein before your carbohydrates. If you're having a sandwich, eat the greens or a few nuts first. This simple mechanical change slows the absorption of sugar into your bloodstream, preventing the massive insulin surge that triggers the afternoon brownout. You want a slow burn, not an explosion. Second, engage in vertical integration. At the 2 p.m. mark, regardless of how you feel, you must change your physical orientation and your visual field. Most people stay seated in a closed posture, which signals to the brain that the day is winding down. Stand up, walk for 5 minutes, and look at something at least 20 feet away. This resets your vestibular system and clears out adenosine, the chemical that builds up in your brain to make you feel sleepy. You are physically forcing your hardware back into active mode. Third, use a 10-minute reset instead of a third coffee. If the wall hits, do not reach for the stimulant. Instead, use a non-sleep deep rest protocol or a physiological sigh. This involves a specific breathing pattern, 2 short inhales followed by 1 long, slow exhale. Repeat this for 2 minutes. This triggers the parasympathetic nervous system to calm down without putting you to sleep, effectively rebooting your focus without the jittery debt as more caffeine. Stop negotiating with your fatigue and start commanding your hardware. I'm Aris Sterling. This has been the 5-Minute Signal. Stay sharp. This program is for informational and educational purposes only. Performance research expert Aris Sterling is not a licensed medical professional. This content is not a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Always consult with a qualified healthcare provider before making any health-related decisions.